Hey everybody, PsyStarcraft here with a Zerg versus Terran on some green map. You know, I've played so many of these new maps and I still don't know the names of them. Let's see, there's Terminus Re, there's Crossfire. Those are like the GSL ones. I don't know what the Blizzard maps are called. It's Taldarum Altar. Is that what this one is? Is that an altar? It could be an altar. I remember Slag Pits because I associate that with Gwen Stefani's vagina. But other than that, I don't really have anything to associate with this map. So let's think. In the middle here we have something. It must be an altar, I guess. I don't know. I thought altars were like something you put stuff on, like religious type thing. I guess that could be considered an altar. It's an altar light show. It's like, this is Vegas. This is what you see as you're driving towards this map. Similar to that light in Vegas from whatever casino it is. I'm gonna get like 1,000 comments. It's this casino, it's the Luxor, it's the MGM, derp, derp, derp. No, but anyway, whatever this map is, it is a cool one, especially when it's cross positions like this. We have myself, the red Zerg, in the top right as vilePsY. In the bottom left, Nadagast, a awesome Terran player. He's actually most known for his professional World of Warcraft arena-ing, I believe. I think, I'm not 100% sure. But I know he is an avid WoW player, and he's been to many events for StarCraft 2 as well. So this should be a good matchup. Zerg versus Terran. I don't think I've had a Zerg versus Terran in a while. And honestly, I used to be super confident with my Zerg versus Terran, but ever since like I started playing again, I've been having a lot of problems with them. Maybe I'm just rusty, but hopefully things will change this game. We are seeing a 2-Rex out of Nadagast, however, and look at this. There is a drone scout going out super late, and, you know, I like to scout against Terran around 12, just so I can see if they are going to do a 2-Rex, and I can prepare with, you know, a 14 pool or whatever, something like that. But I am going a 15 hatch, 14 pool. The reason I'm going 14 pool is because I didn't scout. A lot of times you can get away with building back up to 15 or 16 drones, but you know, he is going 2-Rex, so I guessed right. I will have a faster pool to deal with any kind of marine pressure, marine bunker pressure, but it looks like he's not making a huge effort to actually scout and you know, bunker up and send SCVs or anything like that. So he might just be going to 2-Rex to scare me, to put on some normal pressure, not bunker pressure. And I have to say, I cleaned out my computer this morning, or last night, and I don't know what it was about it, but my computer is running so much better now. I don't know if you guys can tell it's smoother or not, but the FPS is locked in at 60 right now, which is what I have it set for max, I think, on Fraps. And it's just awesome. It's running great. And I also flashed the BIOS, so that might have been it too. Now, if you update the BIOS, can that actually, you know, improve your computer's performance by that much? I don't know. Anyway, my pool is up. I'm producing 2 Zerglings. I'm super economical this game, and the reason for that is I did scout him with the drone. He shooed my drone away. I did scout him cross position, so if he is aggressive, I feel like I'll have lots of time to react to it. 2 Marines, 4 Marines on the way, and there's not even a spine. There's nothing out here. Is he going to move in? No, he's not. He's going to chill at the watchtower. Might be afraid to move in. He doesn't know how many lings I have. He saw my drone down here go scout him. However, I didn't actually see the 2-Rex. He's going to be expanding behind the 2-Rex, adding additional racks, and there's the spine. It's just a safety spine. It's something almost every Zerg player should get in a Zerg versus Terran. It just makes you so much more safe. One spine can kill like 7 Marines or something ridiculous like that. They have 2 armor, Marines attack fast, and they have low damage, so it's super effective. Pokemon analogy here. Let's say Sandshrew versus Rock Ground. Actually, I don't think ground is effective against ground. No, well, close enough, whatever. I just remember when I was playing Pokemon Red or Blue, Sandshrew would always own Geodudes, and Geodudes are technically ground. I guess it'd just be rock that they beat, but oh well. 4 more Zerglings on the way, still not overproducing Zerglings. I lost 1 earlier, but I'm just using these guys for some scouting information. I'm going to see a lot of Marines now. If we check out the Unistab, oh, 2 of them going down, a bit careless right there, trying to check out that watchtower. If we check out the Unistab, 19 to 28, that's how hardcore I am droning up right now on the second base. Still only 1 gas, so that's going to allow me a lot of minerals to drone up additionally. Look at, I am storing up a lot of gas though, and there's the lair, and 2 more extractors going to be on the way here. So I am moving up to 3 gas around the 6-minute and 30-second mark as I'm going lair. Now the reason, oh, that's a lot of Zerglings. Oh, that's a lot of Zerglings. The reason I'm going lair so fast is because he hasn't really bothered me economically a lot. He did force a lot of Zerglings right here by scaring me with those Marines. But I feel like I have enough drones to get away with going lair this fast, and I catch half of his Marines off guard. A bit of mislocation from those first group of Marines, and now I'm going to try to chase down these other Marines. I do see them. I'm going to chase them down. 3 Zerglings need to get the heck out of there. Oh, I need to go. Chase. Yes, I am going to get in the middle of this. Look at that surround. Oh, kill him. And the Zerglings win. Look at that micro, unintentional micro right there. Now, I need to let you guys know of a little technique that you can use as Zerg. It's something you use as every race, really, or as Terran mainly, with Stalkers too, I guess, is the attack move. Now, you're used to like kiting, moving with Marines against like Zerglings, but you can do that with Zerglings too. You want to get the Zerglings in the middle of the Marine ball as much as you can. So if you saw, I wasn't just surrounding and attack commanding, I was surrounding attack commanding. When he tried to kite me, I would move my Zerglings with right click back into the middle of his Marines, and then just repeat that. It allows your Zerglings to get a lot more of them to actually be attacking at once. So that's what I was trying to do there. 42 to 30, still on 2 bases. This is about when a Zerg will take their 3rd base. I killed his entire Marine force. Well, almost everything anyway. And I'm super ahead in harvester count, 48 to 32. And this would be a good time to expand because there's no way he's going to attack anytime soon. Not with, what, 10 Marines? And I've got 48 drones. I have a good count of drones. Saturation could be a little bit better at my expansion. Pretty good at my main. You don't want to go too overboard as Zerg in any particular base because you will be taking so many expansions. You want to spread the harvesting out between all your bases. Now, we still aren't seeing a 3rd, and I have a lot of stockpiled minerals. The problem with this is I don't have anything to bust down these minerals, and I don't want to expand too far away right now, so I am actually just waiting for my mutas, waiting for some Zerglings, then I'll be busting down the rocks and trying to take a 3rd. We can see I'm also getting some banelings, getting some Zerg melee attacks. Now, if I didn't kill that huge chunk of Marines early on, I probably would have gotten my baneling nest way sooner. This is actually a pretty late baneling nest considering it's starting or finishing at the same time as my spire. I can see a lot of mutas are on the way, so no super upgrade game this time around. I'm just going to be going a normal Zergling, baneling, muta composition as a Zerg player. If you check out Nadagast, I've been neglecting looking at his base. He's got 4 racks and, you know, 1 factory, 1 starport. Pretty, what's it called? I can't even think of the word. It's good at everything, I guess. Weird, I can't even think about it. Mind fart. But he's not ready for the mutas, and that's one of the benefit of getting that fast spire. I went lair at 630, and because of that, I'm going to kill 5 SCVs, 6 SCVs, 6 or 5 SCVs. He's lost 6 total, so that was definitely worth it. I might have lost a muta there. I don't think I did. And, oh, don't fly into those. And anyway, yeah, as I was saying, if you kill tons of Marines, you can probably delay your baneling nest a little bit, and you can probably drone up and tech as well. So, pretty self-explanatory. You kill a lot of units, you don't have to make as many units. So my 3rd is now on the way. And I don't plan on attacking. I'm just going to do some harassment with my mutas. I know I have 3 bases to his 2 bases. If he has a 3rd base right now, that'd be extremely impressive. If he did have one, it wouldn't be saturated because, I mean, look at the saturation of this base. He's only got 9 SCVs. Meanwhile, I'm just continuing to macro up, 59 to 41. Just make lots of mutas, make lots of Zerglings, and try to do what you can with them. 1 or 2 getting picked off. Oh, that's my phone. And now forced to fly away, 59 to 39 now the harvester count. And notice I throw up my gases before the hatchery completes. Gas is the most important resource in the mid to late game for a Zerg player. So if you're going to expand your 3rd base and higher, get your gas before it even completes because that's what you want to stick your drones on. We'll be seeing that in just a moment here. And just keep reinforcing with mutas. I'm going to try to this mineral line. It's not really going to happen. +1 already complete for my mutas. Something I like to start immediately after the spire starts. The spire completes, rather. And just, I've got 4 lings on the towers, you can see by my vision on the map. And I've got lots of forces reinforcing in the middle. Now, I am forced to run away, and, oh, don't want to run into those Marines. Killed an extractor, killed a couple SCVs, and look at this. These SCVs aren't even mining. Oh, I lost track of them once again. My control on my mutas isn't ideal, and oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4 mutas going down. And if you take your eyes off 5 mutas, if you take your eyes off your mutas for 1 second, that will happen. And as a Zerg, you want to keep your muta count high because those things are not cheap, man. Now I'm trying to bait him now. I know my more mutas and zerglings are coming, so I'm trying to bait him down here so he'll actually fight my zerglings and my mutas. But he actually doesn't take it. He runs back to the refuge of his bunker. And, you know, those Marines live to fight another day. Now, if we check out production, still making drones, still making mutas. I've got an auxiliary hatchery coming up. Could that have been an extra hatchery? Yes, it could have been, but I didn't want to press my luck. I didn't want to extend myself out too far, even though Zerg mobility kind of allows you to do that. But, you know, it's not going to make or break the game. And I'll be throwing down an extra hatch soon anyway. Yep, there it goes. So now I have 5 hatcheries to run off of. I do have a queen on each, of course, constantly injecting. Pretty good energy count, 63 energy, 14 minutes into the game. It's always something I like to see. And now Nadagast is taking his third base. I've got some infestors coming out into play, mixed in with my mutas, zerglings, and so on. Centrifugal hooks has completed, and still, I'm just poking around. I'm going to make sure he doesn't have a third base, which he's actually taking right now, and just try to do as much damage with these mutas as I can, picking off one tank, now running away, Overlord speed on the way, making more drones. I'm now at 76, and this is much better harvester count for a Zerg. Last time I was at like 69. And now I'm at more around 75 to 80, which is the perfect number. You want to be running off at least 8 geysers, which we are seeing here. These geysers are now being made on that 4th base, picking off 1 supply depot and supply capping him in the process, so that's always fun to see. Something you don't really realize at the time is that you're supply capping your opponent when you do that, because, you know, he could have a lot more supply depots than he needs. But, you know, actually watching the replay and seeing that is makes you pretty happy. You can't train any units right now. Hive on the way. I think my Hive was pretty well timed this game, +2 attack, and still just making lots of mutas. And, I mean, look at the Zerg. They have so many minerals, and that's part of the reason for this auxiliary hatchery. Once you get 3 bases, or even 2 bases that are super saturated, you'll find that you have a lot of excess minerals, and something you can do with those is make a... Oh, that poor medevac! Oh, it goes down, and it had 8 Marines in it, but he has another medevac coming up the east side. And anyway, as I was saying, you can make a lot of extra hatcheries, and I should actually be making hatcheries here and here just for future use, even if I don't need them right away, just because it's so helpful. And I actually killed a lot of Marines. Oh, all these Marines going down, killing an add-on on that factory. Out comes a Thor, though, who was already training. He's going to be able to shoot off these mutas, probably. And now the drop from Nadagast. +1/+1 Marines, +2/+1 Marines, so keeping up very nicely on the upgrades on those Marines. Check out the harvesters, it's at 86, so I've actually got tons of harvesters right now. He's going to slaughter a lot of those, though. Down goes the queen. He sees my lair, he sees a lot of my tech. Might even go for a tech building. I don't know why a lot of Terrans will drop, and then they just won't go for anything specific. They'll just kind of let them sit there and attack. Now, I don't really agree with that. I would like to see him move down and try to kill a Spire, try to kill a Baneling Nest, something like that, but... you know, didn't make the most of that drop. Mutas, however, have flown back. Now, I could probably send these mutas, well, I could definitely send these mutas in and kill those Marines, which I should have, but instead I want to be cute. I'm pulling back an Infestor and Fungal Growthing, so Sploogification right there. Wasn't really necessary. I guess I would have lost maybe 2 mutas instead of 1 if I didn't do that. And down go his forces, but he is pushing out. Now, I don't know if this is a desperation push or if this is I think I can kill you push. I have a feeling he's pushing out because he doesn't really know what to do next. He doesn't even know that I have a 4th base up, and this 4th base is happily mining gas. Harvester count now at 74 because he killed a lot of my main to 65. But I have lots of Banelings training to 27. You don't want to go crazy on the Banelings. You can see I have tons of links, so it's not even a fraction of how many links I have. And I've got a lot of mutas, a couple infestors to support with my fungal growth. I've got a greater spire on the way. So once I kill this attack, he's essentially lost because I don't know, hive tech, 4 bases against 3 bases. It's pretty tough. And note here that he can't really land because of this overlord. But he has a nice station siege tanks right below my expansion, blasting away at a lot of drones. But here we go. Here's the attack now. You want to send your Zerglings in first. You kind of want your Banelings to be a lot closer than where they are now. And you want to magic box your mutas over the Thors and kill those. And of course with the Infestors you want to fungal growth your Marines. But his Marines are way back here for some reason. They need to catch up. In come the Zerglings. In come the Banelings. Mutas now hovering over the tanks. Banelings kind of thrashing into the Thors. They need to be moved. Move command onto these Marines, and now they are doing just that. All the tanks being cleaned up by the mutas. Infestors didn't get in there in time to do any good fungal growths on tanks or Marines or anything, but that attack is completely cleaned up. 17 mutas on the way, 18 Zerglings on the way. He's still unable to expand because of this Overlord's creep. I guess he can now lift it off and land it in just a moment here. But I realize this expansion is here because of that Overlord, and I'm immediately sending all of my forces, all of my mutas with their +2 attack to kill this command center. And what does he have to save it? Lots of Marines and some tanks, but those mutas have +2 on them. That makes them so damn deadly. Lots of Zerglings swarming in. Look at the mini-map coming in from the north. Lots of Marines. That's my adjective of the day. But it's not going to happen. These Marines soak up a little bit of damage, or the Zerglings do. But the mutas, I think they had that solo. Anyway, so many Zerg units coming in. Down goes the command center. SCVs mismanaged. And 4 Vikings. I think he was anticipating Broodlords with those Vikings. But there's so many mutas. It's so hard to it's so fucking hard to deal with a muta ball unless you have Thors supporting your units. Down goes every SCV. Now 58 to 49. Now, why am I so low? I'm down to 58. Oh, because his attack killed a lot in my expansion. 1 turret going down, and perfectly timed when his mules dropped. That's just bad luck from Nadagast. And almost every single worker is getting taken out. Trying to magic box the Thor as best I can. Happening somewhat efficiently, and more reinforcements coming from the Zerg. Just look at that mini map. You got to keep up on your injects. Every inject going down. +1, +3 attack on my air units coming, and a GG from Nadagast. That attack right there was just too cost ineffective to do much. I had my 4th base up and running for such a long time, and I denied his 4th. And that's something you can do as a Zerg. You can counterattack. If you don't lose that much up here, which I didn't, you can just counterattack and just reinforce, rally units, and just overwhelm the Terran. And it really was no contest at that point. It's tough, man. Cross positions against Zerg is difficult. I will admit that. A lot of people give Zerg a lot of crap about being bad, but when they have space to work with, they can be good. And this map definitely allows a lot of space. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. My GG button is over here. So as always, GG! And I got a message for 0% intro APR for 12 months on purchases. I think I'll do it.